Hey, and welcome back to Pints with Pals. I'm your host, Jeremy, and with me this evening, I have Jason and Mike. Say hi, guys.
Hi.
Hello.
We've been frantically. I love it. So, for the first 3 seasons, we did a lot of Michigan beers. So, I finally went and grabbed some Tennessee beers. So, there's a company, not local to my side of the state, 'cause that's on the other side of the state, but this is called Yazoo, not Yahoo or Yoo-hoo, but Yazoo. It's a Pilsner. The name is called Daddy-O's. The founder of Yazoo Brewing Company named this after his grandfather.
Parker Hall.
Yeah, so I thought it was a nice little like homage to to your elders. So this company's been around for almost a little over 20 years, like 21 years now. So I'm hoping this is going to be tasty.
Smells
nice
good.
And clear. It's crisp.
Yeah.
Get this bad puppy poured here.
So
Nice pale.
I've forgotten how to pour
head.
beer out of a can. That is
This is it.
Yeah, so there's definitely some yeasty boys in the bottom. That's fine.
Very nice color.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we definitely are doing the exact same thing we did last time, where we had a whole bunch of beers and then gave them to each other, and then waited like another 4 months before we started doing this. So now we're just going to be dealing with potentially bad beers. So there may be some ostracize.
But none of these beers are mine. So we know that none of these are
your fault this
from
season.
that store where yeah. Yeah, this was canned March 4th, so 2024. So it's not that bad. 6 months.
No, I assume these are probably still on the shelf as old as well too. I'd say.
Yeah. I'm doing your trick, Jeremy. One nostril and the other one. Ooh.
That's
I think it's a solid Pilsner.
Yeah, it's a little bit there's a little bit of a citrusy flavor.
Yeah.
On like the front end. As soon as it hits your tongue, you get like that citrus, like pop of citrus. I think I can kind of smell it too. It smells clean. Like
it's dry hopped, so that's pretty interesting too. It's a little different that way.
And the difference between a Pilsner and a lager?
I think it's based on the malt build. I think Pilsner uses Pilsner malt for the most part.
Okay.
But it's one of those things like, I guess to be a true Pilsner, it should be from Pilsen, Germany, just like Champagne should be from France, blah, 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 all that kind of crap.
Yeah.
So what it boils down to, so it's dry hopped, which I kind of enjoy a dry hop Pilsner more myself these days, I've noticed. I think it covers up some of that, what's that word? Sulfuric kind of flavors that some Pilsners have.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really clean. I really like that.
I mean, I'm getting a flavor and a smell. And it doesn't taste like a Pilsner that I'm used to. So is that either the dry hopping or... I mean, it's almost got like a pale ale kind of taste to it.
Yeah, I would say, because of the dry hop. The dry hopping's going to add more aroma. Not much alpha acids, but definitely going to add more aroma to it. Because it's after the fact, so like the wort is already cooled down to either yeast pitching temperature, so like 70 to 68 degrees, or it's after the fact that it's already been fermenting for like a few days, and then they'll add the hops into it and let it sit for... Some people let it sit for an hour, some people let it sit up to a week for like dry hopping. Just depends what kind of aromas and maybe some extra flavors they're trying to extract from the hops.
Yeah, I've seen like some
I guess I never
interesting
realized
ways of doing that. Look, like in a brewing situation, you can like magnetize the hop bag and then let it fall into your thing. Like you use like a stainless steel, doesn't magnetize, but you use magnets that are food grade or whatever, and you can, after it's done fermenting, like pull it or not done fermenting, but in the process of fermenting, so that you can pull it off and not introduce any air into your beer. Oxygen specifically.
Yeah.
I will say that taste went away, so I don't get that anymore. So maybe it was sulfuric or something that you were talking about.
Right. Yeah. I've noticed that like a lot of like lagers overall have a sulfuric kind of flavor. At least that's what I pick up. I just depends on the yeast, and of course a lot of them don't say what yeast they use, which is understandable because there's a little bit secret or especially blended just for them. So what do you guys rate it on the whole new rating system of 1 to 5 and using fractional points and all that good stuff?
Oh, we are? Okay.
Yes, most definitely. I want to. I'm going to jot it down too.
3.333 repeating.
It's like
All right.
No. I think it's good. I'd give it a 3.5, 4.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
I was going to
definitely
give
something
it
easy drinking.
like a 3.8, I think.
3.8.
You have to set. It's the first one, right? Like so, like
Right.
if the next one's really terrible or really good, you have to have somewhere to go. So I'm
That's
going,
true, but I feel like
I wish I had
think
more
I'm just
of them.
I think I'm just a sucker for dry hop pilsner, so I'm going to go with a 4.235. So I'm going to go for.
It's almost. I mean, if you think about it, like if you rate it on different things, like the color of it's great. It smells clean. Tastes fresh. I like the citrus flavor that Mike mentioned.
Yeah.
I don't mind. I didn't like the dry hoppiness at first, but that kind of went away. So it's pretty good, and I think it's a good all around pilsner.
Yeah, definitely a great summer crusher, even though now it's fall. Oh, what is the ABV on this? Did I even write that down?
5.
Okay, so 5%. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, that's right. Thank you. I couldn't remember. Yep.
Stuff's getting harder to read now. We go away for a month, and now I can't read any of these cans.
We've aged.
Oh, did I say a month? I meant 6 months.
So I just this is pretty interesting. So it was the top 5 beers of craft brewing senior editor year of 2018, and it was top 20 out of 134. The best pilsners blend tasted, and the Paste magazine, which I've never heard before. And when I think Paste magazine being a beer magazine, I think it would be with people paste. But
yeah,
well, the people that drink too much beer end up eating a lot of paste. It does say Paste magazine. That's weird.
yeah, I'm making it up.
I thought you were full of shit.
No, I mean brown hair. Well, brown hair, brown eyes.
Yeah. So I'm going with the 3.75. Jeremy, what was yours? 3.8.
No, I did. I give it a 4.235.
Okay, that's okay. Very specific. Mike, what was your rating?
Mine was a 3.8.
Okay. So we're all me and Mike are pretty close. Jeremy's a little bit higher, but that's good.
A little higher, yeah. I think it's very tasty.
So the hops in this.
It's interesting. I've not seen.
Never heard of them.
Me either. Me being a bad editor, and I don't even know what hops these are. Of course, when you look at
Ariana and Callista hops.
Are these? So they're a daughter hop from Germany. Give you sweet fruits, berry, citrus, floral.
I definitely feel like I was getting that, especially the citrus and like sweetness,
which is good. What's this other one?
So is Citra, is that a hop variety, and is that in part citrus, or is it just I want it to because of the name?
No, it's definitely in part the citrus notes and stuff like that. Yeah, for sure. And the other one, this citrus, sweet fruit, and caramel. So pretty close together.
Does it say which one was dry?
Expensive though. Ooh-wee.
The other one was?
Yeah. The Callista, I would say that one's pretty expensive for 2 ounces.
A touch of flaked corn and dry hopped with a blend of German specialty Ariana and Callista hops.
That's cool.
Well, so
I really like it.
Has some unique characteristics though. Not sure if I'm. Oh no, okay. That's for an 8-ounce bag of it. Okay, I was like, why is that so expensive? That makes more sense. Makes more sense.
Do they have a brewery, or is it just a distribution center?
Pretty sure they have a brewery out there. Again, it's like 5 hours from where I live, so not much of a day drive.
From Nashville, Tennessee. Yeah, but if I go out to Nashville, it'd be kind of cool to like go to a place and know you like a beer. We got a variety pack from this company, so expect like 3 more. I think they're 4 total.
So 3 more total, yeah. 3 more for this one.
I was looking at when we were doing this, setting this all up. They have a ton of varieties of beer. I was pretty shocked.
Yeah.
It does look like they have a storefront and food trucks that come out to their brewery. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So if you're out in the Nashville area, I recommend going to Yazoo Brewing.
Yazoo, not Yahoo.
Just Google it. Yahoo.
Link in the detail. I don't know.
Maybe we'll throw it in there. Why not?
Yeah.
So if you're going to try and
22 years old. Sorry.
If you're going to try and brew this yourself,
yes. So I have two different grain bills. So the first way to do it, I would probably do it like the most traditional way that I could think of. I would use for a 5-gallon batch. I would use 10 pounds of Pilsner malt. That's it. Then I would use Saaz hops because I like Saaz hops. Saaz hops has like that peppery kind of spicy kind of flavor to it and stuff like that. That's what I go with. So we'll probably end up using about 3, almost 4 ounces of it. And it would go through like the different phases. I do like a 90-minute boil, then a 60-minute, then last 20 minutes or so. Then for that one, I would probably use like just dry yeast because I'm a big proponent on dry yeast. I love it. I think it's great. I think it should be used all the time because it's so much cheaper than liquid yeast. The other one I came up with is just a little more. So it has like Care Munich in it. So it'd be like 9 pounds of Pilsner malt and about half a pound of Care Munich, which would add like some caramel and some bready notes. So I was trying to get some of the caramel from the from the grain and not the hops, like how Daddy-O's doing it. And then I use Holotar hops in that one. I use about 3 ounces total. It's about 1.5 ounces for 60 minutes. And then like the last minute or two, just try to get like just the aroma from it, so like the woody floral kind of stuff from it. And then that one I would probably use like liquid because I know Mike likes liquid. You don't like liquid no more? I thought you did. Okay.
I just tried it. I don't know that I would.
I thought you liked it.
I haven't tried the actual beer yet. I made
gotcha.
a Kolsch. Kolsch is the thing you put on top of stuff. It's like a bell. I made a Kolsch with it, and I haven't tried it yet. And I don't know that it was kind of stressful a little bit, just because I wasn't. It was like you pay like $13 for it, then you had to pay like $4 or $5 just to ship it with ice. And I'm like, okay, well, that's a lot. And then it comes like the ice packs are completely melted and it's warm, and you're like, oh no. But we'll see. I have about two more weeks ish till I can try that beer.
Gotcha. Hopefully it will. I'm sure it will.
I think that there is a lot of different strains of yeast, and yeast are imparting a ton of different flavor. Can potentially impart a ton of different flavor. So if you're planning on like trying to get a specific flavor, then trying to get that out of a dry yeast is going to be pretty difficult. So if you like that flavor of dry yeast, then you would probably like whatever beers you're making from it. At least that's been my experience so far with at least the ciders. But ultimately, I think that I'm going to try and experiment with stuff, and I probably will try and like wash yeast and do that kind of stuff to try and like save a little bit of money. But then you have to brew at least once a month in order to reuse that exact yeast. So if you're brewing like 3 beers and you have 3 different styles of yeast, and you'd have to keep brewing those same ones and or just reuse those yeasts. And I guess if you find a yeast that you like, then do that. These lager yeasts though require a little bit extra to kind of work with them. And you have to either have like you have the immersion chiller essentially, where you're putting a radiator down on your beer to cool it off, or you can put it inside like a empty freezer or refrigerator or something, and then make sure you're controlling the temperature that way. So or you can use a spunning valve like I've been doing with all of my stuff, and that suppresses all the yeast flavors anyway, so maybe you can so
all the ester flavors. And for sure, no, I think that's something we could probably talk about sometime in the future. Maybe do like a little one-off, like what time? Well, like yeast washing, which I've never done. It'd be kind of interesting to see. I haven't come up with it.
Yeah, well, I think that wraps up this new format. If you want to find out what happened to our weekend, just call us and we can talk about it. But
810-555 what do you want to?
at the tone, the time will be. I wanted to say thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to go have a pint with your pal. Bzz.
Please drink responsibly.
And like, comment, subscribe, join the Discord, all that fun stuff. Let us know if you like the new format, what beers you want to see us drink, all that fun stuff.
All right.
Till then,
Cheers.
Prost.
Cheers.